While we're talking about the hypothalamus and the thyroid, I thought we should also talk about the adrenal glands and the part that stress plays when we're talking about our sex hormones. So, that hypothalamus, which is an area in our brain, when we are stressed, whether that's from some physical stress, whether we are ill, we have inflammation in our body, or whether that's an emotional or spiritual stress, we're worried about something, somebody's gotten on our face, we've gotten angry, whatever that stress is, that affects that hypothalamus. And remember, the hypothalamus is the gland that produces thyroid stimulating hormone and talks to the thyroid. But also, that hypothalamus communicates with our pituitary gland. So our pituitary gland is also located in our brain, and our pituitary gland communicates with our adrenal glands. So our adrenal glands are two little almond-shaped organs that sit on top of our kidneys. We have two adrenal glands, one on each kidney. And the adrenal glands produce lots of different hormones. The two that are most well known are cortisol and adrenaline. So when stress is attacking our body, it bathes our hypothalamus. And when that hypothalamus communicates to our pituitary gland, it has a decreased signal. So stress, hypothalamus, the hypothalamus can't talk as loudly to the pituitary gland as it would like, and so then the pituitary gland that secretes two hormones called luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone, which both then communicate with our ovaries and say, hey, make some really good follicles or eggs and help this lady to have a baby. That's what our period's all about. It's about us having a baby. Even if we don't want to have a baby, that's how our body sees it. So when we have stress, hypothalamus, decreased signal to that pituitary gland. Pituitary gland doesn't produce as much of those two hormones. So then our ovaries don't get as much of those hormones. So then we cannot make adequate follicles. If we don't make adequate follicles, then we cannot ovulate. If we do not ovulate, then the things that I told you about before can't happen. We cannot have a period because we don't have enough progesterone. We cannot get pregnant. We can't feel good overall. So, to sum all this up, we have talked about sex hormones and the thyroid and how the thyroid is involved and has to have certain nutrients. We've talked about the adrenal glands, and you have to fix it from the top down. You have to fix the adrenal glands, and then the thyroid, and then the sex hormones. And sometimes just when you fix the adrenal glands, help people deal with stress, the thyroid starts working well, the ovaries start working well. So fix your stress.